Well, hey guys, it's Dave coming to you from the Paddock here in Southern Maryland. It is just after 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. I've just had a fantastic Saturday morning, so I thought I'd go through my morning with you and just share a little bit of my life with you today. As always, I'm smoking my Maryland Meerschaum Church Warden. I am got a little Irish cask in it. I'm almost done with the bowl, but uh-oh. Thank you, Greg. Hey, Greg, in your latest, you talked about people have problems with these. I've got to say, I've had this for almost, God, was it a year? I can't even remember how long ago you gave it to me. Um, there are times it can be frustrating, but if you keep it filled, I fill this thing every day at the end of the day and let it sit overnight. And that solved any performance problem I have. This thing is pretty rock solid in my opinion. So again, thank you, buddy. So I mentioned I had a good morning this morning. It's only 11 o'clock. I get it pretty early. I'm up by between 5 and 5:30, 7 days a week. Pretty much no exceptions. So today I was up at 5, and Saturday morning, from legacy from when I worked from 20, 30 years ago, Saturday morning is my weekly chore day. So I have morning chores every day. Take care of the dogs, feed them, clean up the kitchen, make the house presentable for when Anne Marie gets up later in the day. But Saturday is laundry day, and I went grocery shopping and, you know, do extra dishes in the dishwasher. All the dog bowls get in there and clean the sun porch and just do all the shitty little tasks that we, need to get done around the house. So that's what I do on Saturdays. I like getting to the grocery store early, 8 a.m. kind of thing, because it's basically Dave's grocery store at 8 o'clock in the morning. And when I worked, I would go to the grocery store at like 6 or 7 in the morning on Sundays. And wow, then it really was like Dave's grocery store. I had to take a break. I restuffed my pipe. It had gotten too low. I wasn't enjoying it. I'm truly enjoying this Irish cask, by the way. I don't think I'd put it as high on my list as my Black Locust, but it's pretty good. Don't know if I'll buy it again or not. It's not something I feel is unobtainium. It's readily available. It's good. I like it. I don't think I love it. I don't feel the need to panic if it went away. Probably won't cellar it. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. Got a couple fans around here just playing havoc with my smoking. Guys, there's no redeeming value to this video today. All I'm doing is just talking and spending some time with you. Yeah, Saturday morning, there's no markets. I don't really trade crypto right now. I think it's a bit of a dumpster fire. So there's really no markets to trade. So I'm kind of just doing things like chores. I got to turn that fan off. So a couple of you guys are asking about dog droppings, all the dog poop in the yard. So I thought I'd also address that as I pick it up pretty much every day. 4 big dogs in about a 2-acre, 3-acre yard. Certainly don't have to, but I do. It makes for a healthier dogs, healthier yard. Doesn't smell in the summertime. So I pretty much pick up every day. I've got a dedicated bucket for it. I've got a horse muck rake or pick rake that I've dedicated to it. I've got a pair of slides that's the only time I put them on is when I walk out in that dog yard. So it just gets done every day. I try to do it right away. I think I did it at 6:30. Yeah, usually the light, it has to be light enough for me to see things, but I get it done first as part of my rule. Do the thing you want to do least first, and so I do that as soon as it's light enough. I just get out there and take care of it. It probably would be perceived as a nightmare for most folks, but once you've done it a few times, I've done it almost daily for 5 years now, so I don't even think twice about it anymore. It all gets dumped way out in the back. It gets dumped into the ravine. I've got 10 years of dog poop back there. Can't smell it. It's just a great way to get rid of it, and that way my dogs can play in it, and my wife can go out there and play with the dogs. I can go out there and have my cigars with you guys, and I don't have to worry about it at all. So that's the story. It's every day. It's just part of my life. It's part of, in my opinion, owning four 80-pound dogs. And when Ranger's here, it'll be 5 for a couple months over the holidays. So it's just part of what I need to get used to. And it really doesn't bother me in the slightest. So there's my dog poop story. All right, I did a few video clips that I'm just going to put in here right now. My truck looks beautiful. It's been cleaned. I'm going to show it to you. I've got the main paddock here, what I call warehouse number 2, has been cleaned this morning. I got it all done, so it looks great. So I'm going to show you around all 3 warehouses and show you all the cars and the paddock and everything. To do that, I got my plaques hung underneath my flag, move my flags around a little bit. It looks great. So I'm really happy with where things are right now. Life is good. I feel good. So I'm going to show you a couple of video clips and then we'll come back. I also got my nice documents up. So Declaration, Constitution, Bill of Rights, all underneath my flags. Anyway, thought it looked good. I just want to show it to you. My truck's all cleaned up. I like my truck when it's clean. I know a working man's truck should look dirty, and boy, it sure has lately. Look, there's my girl. She's hanging out. Yeah, how you doing, Sasha? She loves it in here. So sometimes, like today, she's just laying in there while I'm in the paddock. The truck looks good. It's all clean. Anyway, not very manly, but I like a clean truck. Apparently Sasha does too. The bug mafia probably had a hit on me because I had about 2 million bugs on the front of this thing. Anyway, she looks good. All right, guys, I just thought I'd show you the paddock here. Haven't done a paddock tour in a while. So this is where the cars were. I sold the other day. So there's the paddock. So when I walk through, I got the lights on. I don't usually like the big LED lights on, but so here's what I normally show you. You can see my work tables, my flags and plaques, my cellar, the fridge and the bar, a little seating area, a little smoking area when somebody comes by and visits me or we need to have a meeting. My flags, my freezers. You look at all these trickle chargers I don't need anymore because of all the vehicles I've sold. And there's my race sim back there. So Sasha likes to lay in the bathroom on that cool floor, so I put a fan on there for her. And then that's her when she's really serious about sleeping. So I have another fan on there. I got it resting on a tin. So you guys saw this the other day. We'll talk about back there later. So this is the center of the 3 warehouses. I now have 3 warehouses. I was looking out the big door. So 1, 2, 3. I used to have 5, but I sold enough cars that I let 2 of them go. Okay, so we just walked through the middle, what I call the paddock. Move over to one. I haven't shown cars in a while. So there's my Audi R8. There's my 70 Chevelle. This is a 2017 McLaren 720S. I've got a couple of GT 500s. This is my wife's Suburban. We don't use it a whole lot. Then all my food preps, or not all, but some of my food preps and med preps and com preps are on there. So that is what I call warehouse number 1, and the paddock is warehouse number 2. And now we'll walk over and show you number 3. All right, you've seen 1, you've seen 2. We'll move on to number 3. This is the third and final. There are 2 bathrooms here and here. This is my 65 Cobra. This is my Model S Plaid. This is my Jeep Trackhawk. This has the Hellcat engine in it. So it is 700 horsepower in a Jeep Cherokee. So this is my stock car, my NASCAR. This is an actual original 1991 Cup car. Rusty Wallace won the Cup in 1991. It's stock inside except for the seats. It's now fully street legal. Had it street legalized a couple years ago in South Carolina. So they put headlights, they drilled the headlights, put them in. That's a DOT windshield. Those are DOT tires that have been decaled to look like NASCAR tires. It's got brake lights drilled into the bumper. It's got a plate light, more brake lights. It's got the upper tier brake light there. You can barely see it through there. Fully street legalized. And here's my 1991. This is my original. This is an actual militarized H1 Hummer. It's been fully upgraded and modernized, but. And then my 2019 C7 ZR1. They only made these for 1 year. This is the only car I've modded. This thing's got 1,000 horsepower to the wheel, so you gotta be careful when you drive it, and absolutely nobody but me can drive it. Some water preps, drink preps, a little coffee bar. That's really it. This is the messiest side. You'll still see I got some things to deal with here, but I'll get to it. So there you guys, there you go. There's warehouse number 1, warehouse number 2. Nice and kind of spacious now. And then, well, actually this is number 1. So there they are. There's the 3. 1, 2, 3. Just wanted to show you guys, give you a honest paddock tour. All right, guys, so that's a pretty good tour of the paddock. You see the 3 warehouses now. And a couple of you are asking me why I call it the paddock. Actually, it was my audience that named it. And it's because of all the cars and race cars and things that are in here. So it's a term used in race horses, by the way, but it's also a term used, every racetrack has a paddock, and that's where the race cars actually sit. And they get tended to, tires changed, you know, if something breaks. And that's also where we suit up as drivers and get in, get seated, we get strapped in, we get ready for the race. That all happens in the paddock. So that's kind of why it's called that. You can see Sasha's let herself out of the truck and has let herself in. Anyway, feels really good. Feels good to have the paddock getting really organized. I'm really happy with Bay 1 and this Bay 2. Bay 3 still needs some work, you know, and I'll get to it. So do a couple more car rearranges, and then we'll probably do a couple more car sales, open up a little bit more space, and then this place will look really good. Feels good to be here. The more organized it is, the more she enjoys being here, the more I can get done. The more organized I am, the more productive I am, the better I like it here. So I spend quite a bit of time here each day. I'm probably here 6 days, some days 7 days a week. I just love it here. So I basically do most things myself. I make my own coffee, bring it here. I clean my own bathrooms. I vacuum the floors. I sweep and vacuum out on the paddock floors. It's just nice. It's nice to take care of it. When I was in Wyoming, I washed my own truck, but here there's a really good company that does it just north of me, so I took it up. So I had that professionally done. And even though I clean the paddock myself, I don't clean the house. We actually pay Marva to come in every Thursday and do that. It's another great day. It's like 75 degrees out right now. So I think we're going to go to 83 today. And then tomorrow gets a little bit warmer. And then Monday, summer comes back. We get like 7 or 8 days of hot summer back. But if you believe the Weather Channel, after that, it ends. So like Labor Day weekend, it craters back down and it's high in the 70s for as far out as I can see. So that's pretty exciting. I'd love to see the end of summer hot. It's just not my thing. Hey, one thing I've learned about myself and my pipe smoking is I like when I focus on a blend. I've been doing that the last few weeks. So like last week is all about black locust. I smoked that tin until it was gone, and now I'm smoking the Irish cask until it's gone. It's about half gone now, and I've kind of fluffed the rest of the tin. But my palate likes when I focus on one blend, and I really sense I get to know it when I do that. So I know a lot of you guys smoke different blends throughout the day, and certainly every day you smoke a different blend and all that. My palate, I've done that for a year, and I've really learned that. And maybe in a year I'll be there. I'm coming up on almost 20 months, maybe more, 22 months. That can't be right, but probably 18, 20 months. And maybe a year from now, I will go back to trying different blends during the day, and every day is a different blend. But right now, as I learn my palate, I really enjoy focusing on one until it's gone. So that's kind of what I've been doing. When I was young and out of college, I had a mentor who was much older, probably my age now. But he always said, do something today that makes your life better tomorrow. And I thought that was stupid advice at 22. At 60, I couldn't agree with it more. And I know, so if you're feeling stressed or struggled or discontent, maybe straighten something up for tomorrow. Fix something now, like clean the bathroom or fix the desk that made you crazy, or the workbench you just can't get anything done on anymore, or clean the garage, or straighten up some part of your life today, and it will feel good tomorrow, that's for sure. And some things, like I've straightened up, like this paddock now, bays 1 and 2 are in almost perfect condition, and they'll stay that way for probably months now. So a couple hours worth of work today, and several hours of work over the last few days have really given me true peace and contentment here in the paddock now, and it should stay that way for months. So I just like that. It's good return on investment, right? When you can invest an hour or the equivalent of a day across a week, and then that gives you weeks or months of joy. That's great. So hopefully you can find something like that. What a great weekend. Here it is, not even noon on Saturday. I'm done for the weekend. In fact, I've done more than I thought I would get done this weekend. So now I can read, I can think, I can do something that is truly productive. What that is, I just sitting here, I don't know what that is, but one of them was just to do an update video with you and spend a few minutes with you. So that's it. This is going to get too long if I keep talking. So I'm going to shut up, put this all together, and post it. And we'll probably see you for a dog yard Saturday night. Bye, everybody.